When Ryan Garcia fought Rolly Romero last May in New York at Times Square, I was there, beautiful people. I was front and center. I was front row watching Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. And listen, beautiful people, I didn't really see that crazy power that everyone talks about. Actually, Rolly looked way more powerful, Ryan is fast, do not get me wrong. His left hook and even his right hand was extremely fast. But this fight, Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios, this is bigger than boxing, beautiful people. This fight is bigger than boxing. And let me tell you why. I truly believe that Mario Barrios is going to not just beat Ryan Garcia, but knock him out. Hear me out, beautiful people. When you look at Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia, both men fought Gervonta Davis. And the moment Ryan signed the Tank contract, he kept complaining about the rehydration clause. On the other hand, Mario Barrios also fought Gervonta Davis weight drained and with also a 10-pound rehydration clause. But we found out about the rehydration clause, about the Mario Barrios fight versus Tank, 2 years after the fight. We actually found out that Mario had a rehydration clause on fight week when Tank fought Ryan. Mario Barrios came out and said, I also had a 10-pound rehydration clause, but I did not complain. I did not make any excuses. But most importantly, I'm just going to give a disclaimer here. This is not a political channel. What I'm about to say, I'm just reporting to you guys what happened. When the Gaza situation happened and the war and stuff, both men came out publicly and said, they stand with the people of Gaza and the children of Gaza. But a couple of months after that statement made by both men, Ryan Garcia deleted the comment, deleted his public comment on Instagram, and he went and traveled to the state of, where he went, after the Devin Haney fight. While on the other hand, until this day, Mario Barrios, if you go to his posts and his story, not a month goes by without Mario Barrios, posting about the children of Gaza. So, what can I say here, beautiful people? This fight is about character. This fight is about principle. This fight is about the real versus the fake. Now listen, me and Ryan are the same age. I grew up, I remember when I was in school, I used to watch Ryan Garcia videos. I was like, oh my God, this guy is my age and his hands are so fast and he's like a superstar in the making. I used to love Ryan Garcia, and I actually used to message Ryan Garcia and he used to respond, believe it or not, before the Tank fight. But while on the other hand, Mario Barrios, Mario Barrios is one of the most underrated champions in the sport of boxing currently. The man is a true champion, a champion inside and outside the ring, with what he stands for outside the ring and stands with all the children who are suffering in the world, and standing with his people, the indigenous people. And just to put the cherry on top, he's a world champion. He fought Tank, he fought Manny Pacquiao, he fought Abel Ramos, he fought Yordenis Ugas, he fought Keith Thurman in his first fight at 147, beautiful people. While on the other hand, Ryan Garcia, the man, he's just... What can I say when I talk about Ryan Garcia? What can I say? Is he talented? Of course he is. Do I truly believe that he's a good human? On the inside, deep down, yes, I believe that. And actually, when I was in New York, literally over 90% of the people who were at Times Square in that event came to see Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has so many fans, so many supporters. You have a responsibility for all the young generation on the come up guys our age and younger looking up to you. And what do? You change your beliefs in a split second with a phone call. If you know, you know. Whether it's for money, whether it's for him to do the right, correct political move. You can make whatever you want from that situation, but Mario Barrios is flawless outside the ring. The man stands for something, and if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And that is why I truly believe that God keeps on blessing Mario Barrios with these opportunities. I mean, listen, you can make the case that he lost versus Abel Ramos. You can make the case that he lost versus Manny Pacquiao. But he keeps regaining the belt. He keeps getting these massive, mega money fights. Why? It's because he is favored by God. Because he keeps on doing the right thing. I mean, the man, I'm Muslim, and the man isn't even Muslim, It's not about religion. I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about being a solid human being. I'm just talking about someone who tries their best to do the right thing, beautiful people. And that is the situation, when you talk about Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios. Listen, I know why Ryan Garcia is taking this fight. Keith Thurman, when he fought Mario Barrios, he wobbled him and hurt him and had him out on his feet bad. Countless times with the left hook, with the leaping, lunging left hook. And Mario couldn't do anything about it. Manny Pacquiao kept tagging him with the left hand all night long. Abel Ramos wobbled Mario Barrios many times with the naked left hook without any setups. And Mario Barrios, even though I love the man and I will be rooting for him in this fight, but I gotta be honest here. The man's defense isn't the best. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to watch Mario Barrios fight and realize that his defense isn't really the best. And when you talk about someone like Mario Barrios with his style, he's so brave, he's so tough, he's so powerful, and he's so brave. That style does not age very well. And even, I don't even want to talk about this, but I truly am concerned about the man's health in the long run. It's because he takes so much damage in every single fight of his. And even your Dennis Ugas hurt him with the left hook to the head and to the body. Now, I believe that Ryan Garcia, can he win this fight? Of course. Is he likely to win this fight? Is he the favorite? Of course he is. And if you actually look at both men, the way they fight, it is definitely not a wrong prediction to predict that Ryan Garcia will knock out Mario Barrios with a left hook to the body. But what happens if Ryan lands clean on Barrios, plenty of times early, and he doesn't get him out? And Mario is still in your face, pumping that jab. Keith Thurman, when he fought Mario, he said, out of all the opponents that I fought in my entire career, Mario Barrios had the best jab. Mario's jab is so sharp, is so lethal, is so powerful, is so accurate, and he builds off the jab. He jabs you, and the moment you want to counter him, he steps back and counters you instead. So listen, Mario Barrios is extremely underrated, beautiful people. The fundamentals, he got them down to a T. But the warrior, the Mexican warrior blood in him keeps on making him enter these grueling firefights because the man is an absolute warrior. He fears no man. And you can't say the same thing for Ryan Garcia. I was there, beautiful people. Listen, Rolly was powerful. He had a wide stance. He was extremely thick, but he's extremely short also. For the first time in Ryan's career, he will be fighting someone taller than him. Ryan is 5'9" or 5'10". I met Ryan, I'm taller than Ryan, so I don't think that Ryan is 5'10". I believe he's probably like 5, I don't know, to be honest. The shoes, you can be deceived, but Ryan is definitely not tall, Mario, on the other hand, is tall. He's around 5'11", 6 feet, and long legs, long arms, lanky body type. And listen, If Ryan doesn't knock out Mario, I don't believe he can win by decision. I believe that Mario Barrios' spirit, his desire, his grit, his determination, his perseverance will carry him through the tough rounds like it always does, beautiful people. And this is why I call this fight real versus fake. And if you haven't found out who I'm rocking with, then you already know, beautiful people. I'm going with Mario Barrios to shock the world once again. And listen, Ryan Garcia lost his last fight, world title fight, and he's stepping into a world title fight again. He doesn't deserve this opportunity. He didn't earn this opportunity. Mario has. And I believe the real will come out on top once again.